Good luck, boys.
Yeah. Hello and a very warm welcome to Sports Northwest. I'm Calum, Leitch.
And I'm Simon Baldwin.
On today's show we'll be looking at Accrington Stanley's recent push for promotion, and we also have a little treat in store ahead of the London Marathon.
Firstly, football, and Preston North End are in real trouble near the foot of a championship table. With just a handful of games remaining to pull themselves clear, Patrick Watson has the latest.
After a string of draws like this one against Portsmouth, Preston North End face a real battle to avoid the drop, starting with a bottom-of-the-table clash with Sheffield United this weekend. Despite the dire position they find themselves in, the ticket office is as busy as ever, with fans buying their tickets knowing a win is vital.
Cup final. This is our Champions League final.
Even if North End did go down to League One, the fans would still like to see Phil Brown in charge of the club.
Well, he's very popular and I think that he might want to leave. I hope he doesn't, because he's very popular. He's done a great deal for this club. I thought Ferguson was a bit dull. Phil Brown's very, very dynamic and I hope he stays.
Saturday's clash with bottom-of-the-pile Sheffield United is more than just a six-pointer. It could be a matter of championship survival. Patrick Watson, Sports Northwest.
Tomorrow sees our 6 Football League clubs in action. Blackpool welcome Wigan to Bloomfield Road as both teams battle to avoid relegation. Ian Holloway will be like David Vaughan, who has suffered a hip injury. The Seasiders aren't the only team with injury woes, as Blackburn travel to Goodison Park without their captain Ryan Nelson, who's been ruled out for the rest of the season. Championship now, and as well as Preston, Burnley are in desperate need of 3 points to reignite their playoff push at home to high-flying Swansea City. The game could see captain Graham Alexander make his 1000th league appearance. In League 2, Morecambe travel to promotion hopefuls Gillingham, knowing a win will all but guarantee their safety. And finally, Accrington Stanley welcome Oxford to the Crown Ground tomorrow in League 2, hoping to bounce back from last week's disappointing draw at Macclesfield. Jordan Butler reports.
Stanley boss John Coleman is still unhappy over Macclesfield's injury time equaliser, which appeared to be offside. But after a week back in training, he's fully focused on the task in hand.
We've got a massive game on Saturday against Oxford. We're a good side there all night. We've won plenty of games this season, scored plenty of goals. I know Chris Wilder is one, a very good manager. And he's a good fella as well, and he knows the game. And he's quite open with his views and honest with his views. And we'll be expecting a tough game off us, and we don't want to disappoint.
With just 5 games remaining, the pressure is on for Stanley. And last week's goalscorer Andy Proctor knows the importance of tomorrow's game.
They're a decent outfit. They've had a great first year in the league. Up until long ago, they were in the playoffs and around the playoffs. They've slipped up recently, but we know they're a good side and it'll be a difficult game. But like I say, if we're going to do anything in this league this year, we've got to win a home games. Stanley's
recent home form has been excellent, but Coleman knows this will count for nothing if they don't perform in the coming weeks.
I think within two or three games, you'll be able to cross 1 or 2 out. We hope that we're not one of the ones who don't make the cut.
So with no new injury worries, Coleman knows his side must pick up all 3 points here tomorrow to remain on course for promotion. Jordan Butler, Sports Northwest.
And in non-league, Fleetwood Town will officially open their new stand tomorrow when Altrincham visit Highbury Stadium. Manager Mickey Mellon is aware of the impact that the stand could have.
It gives us a heart, if you like, a centre to the football club, somewhere we can operate from, because we haven't had that before. We're a wee bit spread out all over the place, so nobody's got an office and things like that. Also gives the fans a centrepiece, if you like, in the town that they all can get involved in, because it's for the community as well. So it's a massive step forward for us as a football club to have a main stand.
Rugby now, and Fyle welcome an already relegated Manchester side to the Woodlands on Saturday, knowing a win will secure the National League Division 2 title for the first time in their history. The champagne is already on ice for Mark Nelson's men though, as Manchester have not won a game since March 2009, a run of 58 consecutive league losses, conceding nearly 4,000 points in the process. The Coasters are at full strength and will name former World Cup winner Jason Robinson among the replacements for this crunch match.
On to golf now, and with the world's attention on the US Masters at Augusta last weekend, many a golfer could only dream of playing on the finest greens. But one local golf club has become the first in the area to make this dream a reality. Nick Harding finds out how.
The Old Links Golf Club in St Anne's may be thousands of miles from Augusta, but the club's recently installed golf simulator has brought the world-famous course to our region. Club pro Daniel Webster has splashed out £8,000 on Foresight Sports GC2 technology, which has proved a big hit with the world's top golfers.
The numbers and the information that this gives is that reliable that you've got Ian Poulter, Rory McIlroy, all the European Tour and American PGA Tour players using it as their practice tool. When they're hitting balls on the range, they'll hit shots with that in front of them and getting the information, the accurate information they can rely on and trust.
It's now not just the world's elite using this practice facility, with the club's members and general public thriving on the opportunity to enhance their own game.
They like coming in the studio, they like seeing their swing on camera. You can learn a lot more visually than you can from instructions. So they like seeing their swing on camera, but I could never give the golfer the actual ball flight. I could give them an idea, but this way they're automatically seeing what's happening. Plus, there's a bit of entertainment as well.
So with the simulator proving a great success here in St Anne's and business booming, could this breakthrough in technology be the future in golf development? Nick Harding, Sport Northwest.
Boxing now, and Lytham Scott Cardle has admitted he's confident of competing at the London 2012 Olympics after winning gold in last weekend's GB tournament in Finland. The 21-year-old was a surprise winner, having moved up a weight at short notice. A full interview with Cardle is available on our website.
With the London Marathon just 2 days away and all preparations complete, our reporter Stephen Carter caught up with a world record holder from Longridge who's planning to do things just a little bit differently.
I'm no expert, but I'm joined here with someone who is. Football freestyler John Farnworth has never wanted to do things easily. The 25-year-old is planning on completing the 26.2 mile course this Sunday, keeping a football up the whole way.
I've never ran a marathon before. I mean, it is something that I've wanted to do. I think the longest I've ran is probably about 5 miles without a ball, so I'm probably nowhere near 26.2 miles, so I'm quite a way off. But I've covered up to 14, 15 miles with a ball already in the past few weeks, so I've kind of caught up well. But with what I'm doing, it's more of a different fitness. It's rather than being out of breath tired, it's almost tiring on my body and my concentration. So it's more about my my determination to just keeping my concentration, going back to my basics of just doing kick-ups, like just where I started. So that's the main thing.
John and his dad have a very close relationship, and he's behind his son every step of the way.
I think he'll achieve it, but obviously he has been training really hard and he has to make quite a few sacrifices. But I'm confident, and he's confident that he'll do it, and I'm sure he will. But it won't be easy. It will be hard all the way, I'm sure.
John's motivation is to raise money for the Kick for Life charity.
I've worked with the guys quite a lot, and the work they do is fantastic out in South Africa in a small country called Lesotho, basically tackling HIV problems they have over there and using football to engage children. So and it's something that I always try and do as well, use my freestyle to inspire people and make a positive impact. So it was just the perfect between us, same mind, same sort of goals. So yeah, that's why it worked really.
If John completes the course in less than 7 hours and 18 minutes, he could return to Preston with a 5th world record.
In my training I felt really good, and I feel I've trained quite a lot. I've been training every week. I've had a few injuries because of the difference in fitness, the difference in training, but I'm confident. I guess I wouldn't set myself such a challenge if I wasn't confident.
Incredible stuff there, and I'd never be able to pull off those skills. How about you, Calum?
I think I'd just be concentrating on finishing the marathon by walking it, to be honest.
Definitely, and it really is a great cause that John's running for. So if you would like to support him, then go to virginmoneygiving.com/freestyle marathon, and best of luck on Sunday to John.
Finally, to cricket now, and Leyland begin their Northern League season tomorrow, looking to become the first side to retain the title since Darwin in 2003. They start their season away at Fleetwood, knowing a good start is vital to their defence.
That's all for now. If you would like to follow up any of our stories, visit our website at www.ukjournalism.org/Radio Newsday 1. Have a nice weekend and goodbye.
Goodbye.